All right, guys, we are live with another one, guys. We are live with another one, and I wanted to get on this live, guys, because there's been there's been a lot going on out there. All right, a lot going on out there. I don't know exactly what's going on out there. I don't know what's in the water these days. You know what I mean? I just don't. But there's a lot of things going on out there. Um, and I want to talk about it a little bit. I want to talk about it a little bit because they all, come together cohesively. All right. First of all, Dana White was on the Jim Rohn show, I believe. And he was asked about the John Jones, Tom Aspinall debacle. He was asked when that fight is going to actually happen. Is that fight going to actually happen? Is John Jones going to come back finally to defend his belt against Tom Aspinall? Dana says, he didn't go into further detail about it. However, he did say we will have more news about Tom Aspinall and John Jones later on this week or in the coming weeks. I'm interested in hearing that. I'm very much interested in hearing that just because I mean he's been pushing he's just been pushing this back, man, for a while now. You know what I mean? We're watching Dana White duck and dodge the media. Okay. Um, he wouldn't come to press conferences because, guys, he knows for a fact he's going to be asked about Tom Aspinall and John Jones. When he made the announcements for UFC 317, 316, all the way through 319, he was asked on his live what's going to happen with that Tom Aspinall and John Jones fight, and the guy couldn't even get himself to even regurgitate anything. He couldn't get anything out of his throat. Okay, honestly. So I don't believe Dana White. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see how that ends up resolving itself. But since we are talking about the heavyweight division, guys, okay, we are talking about the heavyweight division, and right now there's no hope for the heavyweight division Excuse me. There's literally no hope for the heavyweight division. There just isn't. Okay, that division is in shambles. All right, the UFC, they're doing very little to promote the heavyweight division or to bring new competition. Look at the Ultimate Fighter. I have no idea why they did. The UFC didn't emphasize on bringing talent that were heavyweights. Instead, they brought welterweights and flyweights. How does that make sense? But since we are talking about the heavyweight division, Alex Pereira has recently posted something on his Instagram, and it was his weight, and it actually piqued my interest. Okay, it piqued my interest because right now Alex Pereira is walking around at 243 pounds. That is heavyweight. Okay, he's walking around big boy status. If he's able to gain 243, that's big. That's a big boy. You know what I mean? Uh the heavyweight limit is 260. So 243, you're right there, man. Who you talking about? I'm talking about Alex Pereira, Jonathan. Welcome back to the chat, guys. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, it takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. And I'm talking about Alex Pereira right now, guys, because Alex Pereira just posted on his Instagram. I don't have an Instagram, but I saw it on Twitter. That he weighs 243 pounds. He weighs himself. He weighs 243 pounds, which piqued my interest because since Dana White did say on a recent interview on the Jim Rohn show about, he was asked about Tom Aspinall and John Jones. He said, we will find out further details about that fight and the heavyweight division later on this week. It piqued my interest once I saw Alex Pereira post, about his weight, because maybe that's what Dana White's talking about. Maybe we're going to get an Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall fight, especially if Alex Pereira is, posting that he's a heavyweight now. I mean, if he posts he's 243, it seems to me that he's a big boy now. And he's aiming for the heavyweight division. Maybe that's what Dana White's talking about, that he's actually going to spill the beans later on this week. And finally tell us that Alex Pereira is going to fight Tom Aspinall for the undisputed heavyweight title. That will get everybody panties in a bundle. I'll tell you that much, because I will be very much excited for that one. All right. You got me sold, Dana. If that's what it is, you got me sold. Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall for the undisputed heavyweight title. That sounds like music to my ears. Alex honestly might want to move up with how shit the division is right now. I think he will. I honestly think he will. I think Alex Pereira will move up, and I think what Dana White said in his recent interview and what Alex Pereira recently just posted on his Instagram, weighing 243 pounds, heavyweight, weight. I think those two things come together cohesively. I think Alex Pereira is moving up to the heavyweight division. I think Alex Pereira and Tom Aspinall will be booked for this year for heavyweight gold, guys. If that's what it is, let's give the UFC a round of applause. Let's give the UFC a round of applause if that's what it is, guys, because in my opinion, that's the best you can do right now with the heavyweight division and with Tom Aspinall, honestly, because John Jones is not coming back to the UFC. John Jones was never going to come back to fight Tom Aspinall. Okay, he's been retired. That's the reason why he called out dead body Stipe Miocic. Stipe Miocic couldn't even make it to the octagon. Barely made it to octagon. The guy was wobbling to the octagon, guys. Okay? Stipe Miocic was wobbling to the octagon. The guy looked like a damn penguin. And that is facts. So I already knew John Jones was never going to fight Tom Aspinall. He was definitely checked out. He's just been holding the gold for he can say that he's been the longest reigning, heavyweight of all time, when in reality, you just defended the belt once against a dead body. Imagine they book John versus Alex. I honestly don't think that's going to happen. I don't think John Jones is going to come back to the heavyweight division. Jonathan, respectively, I have to disagree with you. That's not going to happen. I like your imagination, but that's never going to happen. All right? Unfortunately. I would love to see John Jones come back. I don't know how many videos I made on here about John Jones, but unfortunately, he's not coming back. The next best thing you can make is Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall for heavyweight gold. You got me sold on that. Book that for October. Why not book it for October? Honestly. Book it for October, man. I'm hearing rumors right now that Islam and JDM is going to be booked for October. So why not have why not have that as a co-main event and have Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall as a main event? That card would be stacked. Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall, heavyweight gold as a main event, co-main event. Islam Makhachev versus JDM. Wow, you got me sold, guys. Book that for October. Let's go. Remember when you were too good in the UFC in the 2000s? They would go into your past and sign anyone you ever lost to. LOL. They would sign people from promos all over. Hell, even find your 8th grade bully. Z, I agree with you. I agree with you. The UFC did what they had to do to book the fights. They really would. They would do everything they have. They would do everything in their power to book the fight. There's been a couple of fights that fell off, unfortunately. But for the most part, they do their due diligence. Excuse me. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. And don't forget to Click that bell notification, guys. Okay, it keeps us all connected in this beautiful community that you guys are building. Okay, because this is yours channel. All right, this is your channel. I'm just a conductor, guys. Okay, but another headlining news that is out there, besides Alex Pereira weighing 243, and Dana White saying he got news later on this week about Tom Aspinall and John Jones and the heavyweight division. We got Conor McGregor out here catching more cases. All right. Conor McGregor has recently been videoed in a club punching a man and knocking him out. The video is out everywhere. All right. The video is out everywhere. It's in your nearest phone. Okay, rated R. You will see the video. If you haven't seen the video, you're gonna see Conor McGregor. He's at a club. There's no audio. All you just see is Conor McGregor throw a right hand, and I think he hit him twice. The guy falls, and night night, guys, night night. There goes another case for Conor McGregor. Another lawsuit for Conor McGregor. The guy cannot stay out of trouble. I don't know what's going on with Conor McGregor in his life, but I swear to you, and I kid you not, guys, I am going to fly out to Ireland, and I hold my word. I'm going to hold my word to D. Devlin, okay? And I'm going to fly out to Ireland, and I'm going to save D. Devlin from this monster and Conor McGregor, okay? Because Conor McGregor is out here catching cases at clubs, catching cases in bathroom stalls, cheating on his wife, not marrying his wife. Then if you're not going to appreciate D. Devlin, then I'm going to fly out to Ireland and take D. Devlin from you, okay? I think she wouldn't mind that. I think she'll like a little Latino like myself, okay? And I think that's what's going to happen, guys. I want to hold my word, okay, Conor? My word, Conor. So get it together, Conor, before, I have to book this flight, all right? Because right now, you're out of control, man. You're out of control. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Rick James, guys, I agree. I don't know what kind of drugs Conor McGregor is on. All right, he's on cocaine. He's on angel dust. He's on TRT. He's on steroids. He's on a little bit too much protein shake. A little bit too much creatine. I mean, everything, guys. Okay, everything. The president of Ireland does what the fuck he wants. Guys, if that's the president of Ireland, I honestly feel sorry for the people of Ireland. Okay, he cannot be the president. There's no way he can be the president. I don't think so. He's too out of control. The guy knows nothing about politics. Are you kidding me right now? The only thing he knows how to do is catch cases. All right, and if you give a guy like that any more power, oh my gosh, that's just a forest fire I don't want to see. All right. Get D in your DMs. Sun God, look, who says that D Devlin is not already on my DMs? Guys, I kid you not. Who says D Devlin is not already on or in my DMs? Okay. Think about that one, guys. All right. Why would I bring up flying out to freaking Ireland? All right. Conor McGregor better get it together, okay? He better get it together because last time I checked, D. Devlin loves Latinos, okay? And I'm a hell of a Latino. Yeah. Conor versus Conor, Ben boxing. I don't know what you just said there, man, but all I know is that Conor McGregor needs to get it together, okay? Conor McGregor needs to get it together. Stop catching cases in bathroom stalls. Stop catching cases, in clubs. Stop doing this to yourself. All right, Dana White, stop being delusional. All right, stop being delusional and finally be honest with your fans. Okay, stop leading us astray. Okay, just be honest with us. All right, stop trying to duck and dodge the media. All right, stop trying to do that. And when it comes to Alex Pereira, that is the best thing you can do for the heavyweight division is have Alex Pereira fight Tom Aspinall for heavyweight gold. So please do us the favor, Dana White and the UFC. Book that shit. LOL, Conor been the boxer. My bad. He does super popular. He's not super popular. Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort. So give me the thumbs up. So you might as well do it. All right. I already made my UFC fight predictions for this Saturday. Okay. Headlined by Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree. All right. I already told you guys I would never pick Jamal Hill to win another fight. I think Khalil Roundtree runs right through him. All right. It is the end of Jamal Hill's career. All right. That Achilles heel, it never healed properly, and he never gave it a chance. Just like he never gave his family a chance when he assaulted them at the Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. All right. But that is the big news out right now. I just wanted to get on here and inform you guys about this big news about Alex Pereira and what Dana White did say, and of course about Conor McGregor's drama at a club. Guy just can't stay out of trouble. So wanted to get on here and give you guys the 411 if you haven't heard. Okay, well now you heard. If Hill wins, you can't go live for a week. Look, guys, if Hill loses, okay, let's put it this way: if Hill loses, Sun God, you have to share my link with everybody you know. Okay, all right, Sun God, that's what you have to do. All right, because I already see this. Jamal Hill is not beating Khalil Roundtree. Everybody thought Jaquan Buckley was going to beat Usman. I was the one guy that said, you guys are out of your mind. I don't see where Jaquan Buckley can win this fight anywhere. And same thing goes for Jamal Hill. So when Jamal Hill loses against Khalil Roundtree by unanimous fucking KO, I need you to share my link with everybody you know, okay? Please do me that favor. All right, tell them to like and subscribe since they're going to be new to the channel. And tell them I said it takes minimal effort to give me the fucking thumbs up, so you might as well do it, okay? And also tell them, thank you for supporting independent MMA media. I appreciate you, okay? Let me go back to the comments. Jamal Hill is going to bring that domestic violence in the cage with him. KO Roundtree. guys, Jamal Hill is not going to win a fight. That's the last time he ever won a fight. Wasn't that domestic violence case? Okay? You need to stop this nonsense. I don't know what you guys see in Jamal Hill. I just don't see it. I don't see it, guys. What do you see in the guy? The guy is trash. Okay? He is Jamal Hill at best. He's shit ran over twice, guys. Okay? Shit ran over twice. All right? John Jones is in his corner. I don't give a damn. Jamal is D plus. I don't see how Jamal Hill wins this fight, guys. So go ahead and prepare all those links so you can share them with everybody you know, because he's not winning this fight, guys. Jamal Hill is a dead body. He's not winning this fight. I don't know what you guys are thinking. You know what I mean? I mean, tell me how does Jamal Hill win? He's gonna knock out Khalil Roundtree. What is he gonna do? He's gonna wrestle. He's gonna use his imaginary wrestling to take down Khalil Roundtree and take advantage of him. I mean, let me know on the chat. How does Jamal Hill win? Let me know. C- fighter at best. I agree with you, Z. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Hill is getting lit up like a Christmas tree. Thank you, Mustard. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Somebody that has common sense. All right. Hill got a 12 Kwon background, and that's it. Sun God, he doesn't even use it because it surely looks like he's just a street fighter. Okay, it looks like he's been catching, cases as well in bathroom stalls. To be honest with you, Khalil really surprised me last fight. Crazy chin, crazy chin. Khalil Roundtree is a monster, man, and he's only getting better. All right, he's only getting better. You're gonna see. You're gonna see when he knocks out Jamal Hill. All right, Khalil gonna be king of that hill. Sun God, look, you, that was corny. Okay, that was corny, but I like it. I like the corniness. All right, sometimes you got to be a little quirky, and I like it. I like it, Sun God. Keep it coming. Keep it fucking coming. All right, guys, don't forget to click that bell notification. Okay, it keeps us all connected in this beautiful community that you guys are building. Because this is you guys. This is your channel. All right, I'm just a conductor, guys. You guys are building this channel. All right, and I appreciate that. Khalil really is champion level. Hill is journeyman at best. Hey, what do you think about that guy who faked that KO up kick? Well, Z, actually, if you're new to my channel, you could go to my shorts and you can see how I actually reacted to it live. Okay, because I was live for that event, and I did create a short on my YouTube channel, so you could go check that out. But I'll give you the short version of what that video basically states. And honestly, I thought Bellato, that's his name, Ronaldo Bellato. I thought Ronaldo Bellato should be cut. I think the guy should be cut by the UFC. I think for pulling a prank like that, you're putting the referee in a really funny position. You know what I mean? And I think he should be cut. I don't think you should be pulling stunts like that. You know what I mean? This is a sport that consists of fighting, and the referee has to do his due diligence of making his best judgment of how the fight goes. And pulling a stunt like that, it kind of fucks up the situation for the rest of the fighters that actually do get hurt. Who has Khalil beat? Anthony Smith. Look, Jonathan. I understand what you're saying. I know what you're saying right now. You want to bring up Khalil Roundtree's resume. You're gonna say he beat the dead body of Anthony Smith. Look, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But I still think Khalil Roundtree is still gonna beat the shit out of Jamal Hill. Let me know where Jamal Hill wins the fight. Let me know on the chat. Is Jamal Hill gonna use his imaginary wrestling? Is he gonna be this amazing striker and beat Khalil Roundtree by unanimous TKO? Let me know on the chat, because I don't see it. I don't see Jamal Hill being better anywhere. Okay? And that is fucking facts. Sorry. All right, I'm just gonna tell you the way I see it, and the way I see it is that Jamal Hill, at best, is a street fighter. Okay, he is not this high-level mixed martial arts fighter, especially being next to a person who's a high-level striker like Khalil Roundtree. I don't care what you're seeing. You want to bring up resumes? Go look at Jamal Hill's resume. It's not that pretty. The guy won the belt from a 43-year-old Glover, guys. Okay, a freaking 43-year-old Glover. Let's be real. Who has Hill beat? Sun God, thank you. My point exactly. He couldn't. He could, but wouldn't call him a champion level guy. I have them pretty evenly. Well, Jonathan, I don't have him even. Okay, I don't have him even at all. Actually, not at all, not at all. Because the funny thing about this is Khalil Roundtree actually does have wrestling. He just doesn't use it. He actually does have Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills, but he doesn't use it. Okay, Jamal Hill, I don't care what nobody says. That guy uses his wrestling, he's going to get submitted. Did you see what happened to Paul Craig? Guys, Paul Craig was the dead body that fought the guy who faked the upkick in Ronaldo Bellato. Did you see that fight? Paul Craig beat the shit out of Jamal Hill, guys. Submitted him, broke his arm. Paul Craig! Oh, God. Oh, my God. Bro's a Planet Fitness fighter. Yeah, he's one of those guys that you see at Planet Fitness, being a bully. Okay, that's basically what Jamal Hill is, a bully. He's out here catching cases in Thanksgiving holidays, beating up his family members. All right, hide your kids, hide your wives. Okay. Nah, Khalil lasted forever with Alex, and Jamal got worked by one hook. My point exactly, guys. My point exactly. Hill goes to Planet Fitness for the pizza and to bully people. All right, that's and to meet, and to call out people and tell them to pull up to the nearest Planet Fitness, so I could beat your ass. I'll give you $10,000. That's what Jamal Hill is famous for. All right. Kudalaba absolutely ran through him though, and he just robbed Dustin Jacoby. Resumes aren't great for either guy. Hey, guy. Hey, Jonathan. Since you're here debating, okay, and you just, what I mean, you want to continue with the banter here, and I love it. All right, Jonathan. Everybody who's always debating with me and bantering, do not feel like I want you to get mad or I'm getting mad. I want you to understand I love it. You know what I mean? It keeps the chat interesting. It really does. So, Jonathan, I want to thank you for being here and being a part of this community. I really appreciate you. Don't ever think for 1 second just because I disagree with you that I dislike you, or don't want you in my chat. However, with that said, okay, with that said, Jonathan, I'm not the one who brought up resumes, okay? You're the one that brought up the resumes here, okay? I didn't bring up the resumes. You brought up the resumes, so I just rebutted, okay? That's all I did. He's a Wes Watson fighter. Thank you, Z. And that guy, you see where he has gone. Okay, he has gone to the bottom of the toilet, basically. Okay, to the bottom of the well. He's pulling scams on his damn girlfriend. All right, Wes Watson. That guy is a joke. Jonathan the Chaz 2.0. Thank you, Sun God. Where's Chaz at though? Chaz was up in here. He was up in here catching cases as well, man. Let me tell you something. Chaz was up in here catching cases. He didn't give a damn. He was out here throwing tomatoes. Oh man, we gotta love him. Gotta love him. But anyways, guys. Uh, yeah. I mean, back, to give this, pretty thing a little go around. I think Alex Pereira weighing 243 is indication that he is going to fight in the heavyweight division and makes plans to make his move. I think Dana White actually being on the Jim Rohn show and you know, him actually saying that he's going to have news later on this week about Tom Aspinall, John Jones, and the heavyweight division. I think all that goes, cohesively together. Um, but when it comes to Conor McGregor, guys, I honestly don't feel bad for him anymore. I used to feel bad for him from his human, just he's gonna be on 60 minutes of how awful his downfall is gonna be. Be prepared for that, guys. Okay, he's gonna have a documentary of the highs of the highs and the lows of the lows, guys. Okay, it's because pretty soon Conor McGregor is you're gonna see meth head Conor McGregor. Okay, and hopefully, I say that jokingly. Okay, I don't hope to see that at all. You know what I mean? I really don't. Conor McGregor has a family. He has kids, and I all I want to see is, I want to see him do well for himself. You know what I mean? But the path that he's taking, man, it just makes you think, man. You're gonna see him one day, a millionaire living out in the streets like a bum who's methed out. You know what I mean? Talking about conspiracies. Like still talking about the JFK assassination. You know what I mean? Like that's basically where Conor McGregor is headed. All right, if he don't get his shit together. Plus the whole D Devlin debacle, because I tell you what, guys, what makes you think D Devlin isn't in my DMs and telling me you're ready to go save her from this monster in Conor McGregor, guys? Okay, so if you're out there watching right now, D Devlin, um, be patient. Be patient, my beautiful girl. 30 for 30 code Connor. Sun God, thank you. my, my point exactly, man. That's exactly what we're gonna get, man. That's exactly what we're gonna get. We're gonna get, and then we're gonna get Joe Rogan in the background. People forget, man. We're gonna get him in the background. Oh God. He's gonna be in the background talking about people forget, man. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Never defending your title is crazy for Conor. I already knew that, man. I already knew Conor McGregor was never gonna defend his title. He was gonna do his thing and then he was gonna bounce. You know what I mean? It's a shame that we never got Jose Aldo and Conor McGregor rematch. That should have definitely been a rematch. But you know, Dana White was definitely not going to book that because that fight was definitely going to look completely different. The road to heaven feels like hell, and the road to hell feels like heaven. The Conor McGregor story. Damn, you know what, son? What was it? Colin. Well, you know what, Colin? You should definitely call ESPN because that's exactly what it should be called. That's what it should be called at the end of the day. And you know what I mean? There's gonna be a lot of documentaries about Conor McGregor. You know what I mean? There's even gonna be a documentary about myself and D Devlin. You know what I mean? It's gonna be called let me see. What's it gonna be called? Let me think. Let me see. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but there's gonna be a documentary of D Devlin and myself. Okay, and it's gonna be poetry. It's gonna be poetic. All right. Talking about Coke and Pepsi are the same thing. I hear you. I hear you. Too many lottery winner style champions. I agree with you, Z. Yo, bro, what's up? How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. If you're new to the channel, guys, like and subscribe. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. And don't forget to click that bell notification, guys. It keeps us all connected in this beautiful community that you guys are building. Alex is back into the chat, guys. I gotta give him another round of applause, guys. Everybody, give another round of applause to Alex for winning his fight and giving us the good news. Welcome back, Alex, to the chat. Welcome back to your community. Okay, and I honestly cannot wait for your next fight, for we can hear more good news, and for we can go with you throughout this journey all the way until you make it, you know, to championship gold, because you already know what it is, guys. Okay, why don't they just do Nate versus Connor 3? Look, Alex, that's a good question, man. That's a good question. I honestly, if I had to be honest, I honestly think the reason why is because the UFC and Dana White, they don't trust Conor McGregor anymore, especially after his pullout due to injury from an injured toe. I don't think the UFC wants to book Conor McGregor as a headliner due to that pullout. He's just they can't put any trust in him. You know what I mean? They can't build a card, around him because, you know, he's a liability. Let's be honest, guys. Conor McGregor right now is a liability. All right. If you do business with Conor McGregor, you know, you got to know that you're liable to get into many situations, and many of them are going to be bad. No one really wants to see Nate fight. He's done. Hey, I still would want to see it. I would still want to see Nate versus Connor. I would still want to see that. To be honest, I think that's still a sellable fight. It really is. But in my opinion, the fight that they should book and they should have booked a long time ago is Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo. That's the number one fight that right now. I'm not lying to you guys. I dream about this fight. I literally, I imagine the type of a countdown, you know, it'll look like visually. I visualize how this fight would be broken down because I tell you what, guys, you don't need the card could be shit. I'm just being honest. The card could be complete shit. And if Jose Aldo and Conor McGregor are headliners, I guarantee you that fucking shit will sell out. I'm buying that. I'm buying that pay per view. I guaranteed. I guarantee I'm buying that pay per view. I don't give a damn about any prelims or the co-main event. I want to see that fight, Jose Aldo versus Conor McGregor. You got me sold. And it's a shame that the UFC never booked that one. I mean, they could book that one right now, and it'll be a sellable fight. All right, you know how much history that has. You know how the countdown would look. It'll have that 13. It'll have that 13-second knockout KO. It'll have the background banter between Jose Aldo and Conor McGregor. It'll show that old school Conor McGregor when Conor McGregor was talking trash to Jose Aldo and the rest of the people in his division. I mean, it'll just for visual perspectives, it would look so good for the UFC. But they refuse to do the obvious, and that's do what the and that's do what the fans want, and that's what I want. That's what I want. I would love to see that fight. But pay 80 for it. I'll pay 80 for it, man. You got me sold on that. Look, I'll give you an imaginary card. Okay, I'll give you an imaginary card, son God, right now. Headliner. All right, headliner. You have Conor McGregor, Jose Aldo. Okay, rematch of a century, a decade in the making. Okay, Jose Aldo versus McGregor as the main event. Co-main event, Tom Aspinall versus Alex Pereira for heavyweight gold. Okay? And then, to open up the main card, you got Dan Hooker versus Michael Chandler. That's not a sellable fight. You're not going to pay $80 for that. You got me sold, man. You got me sold. Okay, you got me sold. That's a sellable card right there, guys. Tell me right now on the chat if you will buy that card. I always watch Nate versus Conor fight. Don't matter if they not on top. I agree with you. Conor versus Patty. That fight will never happen, man. That fight will never ever happen. It's just not something the UFC is looking forward to do. You know what I mean? But it's interesting. It definitely is interesting, Alex. I do agree with you. I would like to see it. They both bangers. And, from my opinion, Paddy Pimblett can use his wrestling and his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to beat Conor McGregor. You know what I mean? So, very interesting. I don't want to see Nate walk around the ring and look like and not look interested. Same reason it was bittersweet watching Silva fight. Too much showboating. It was nice to see him get KO'd. Sun God, the disrespect that just came through the chat. Okay, Anderson Silva is one of my favorite fighters. Okay, and for you to say that it was good to see Anderson Silva get KO'd, I almost jumped through my phone. Okay, I almost went to your location. All right, I almost teleported right when I read that. Okay, don't ever say that on my chat. No, I'm joking with you, but look, I agree with you. Not a lot of people like Anderson Silva's style, especially when he's in there, showboating. For one, I was entertained by Anderson Silva. Whatever Anderson Silva did, I was entertained by. The guy was just a different type of fighter. I was there live watching it at a bar in New York City, in Lower Manhattan, watching Anderson Silva knock out what's his name? But oh my god. Wow, I'm having a moment now. Oh my god, let me know in the chat. The toe kick from hell. The toe kick from hell from Anderson Silva. Damn it, I can't think of his name right now. Why can I think of his name? I'm having a brain fart. It starts with a B. I think it starts with a B. Let me know in the chat, guys, please. Damn. Damn, I can't think of his name, guys. Let me know on the chat, man. The Anderson Silva toe kick. Anderson Silva ended up hey, not deserved, just justice for the showboating. Definitely was rooting for him the second fight, but he broke his leg. Wyman, a paper champ. Yeah, I mean Wyman on his way to Anderson Silva, he was beating a lot of those, those older middleweights. He definitely was. He was fighting a lot of those older middleweights, and he found some success there, and got very very lucky. Those two fights, man. I don't know how you strike lightning twice. You knock out Anderson Silva so fluke, in a fluke way, and then you break his leg in a manner that it happened, and then years later, you know what I mean. Lightning strikes again with Wyman when he breaks his leg the same way that Anderson did. It's just how does lightning strike on a guy 3 times, guys? Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy how the universe works. It really is. The guy, I mean, lightning struck 3 times. It really did. You know what I mean? From the highest of highs to the absolutely lowest of lows. Hey, people forgot, man. Hey, people forget, man. He's still our boy, Sun God. Oh my gosh. But anyways, guys, I will be going live later on tonight. All right, after the Ultimate Fighter. Okay, I will be going live after the Ultimate Fighter. I'm most likely gonna go live right after the show, but sometimes I'm gonna go live like maybe the next morning, like around 4 o'clock in the morning or whatnot. But for today's purposes, I'm most likely gonna go live right after the show to give you the post-fight reaction of the Ultimate Fighter. Hopefully, it's a good episode, but you never know these days. You really don't. These things are just ah. The UFC just doesn't care about the Ultimate Fighter. They really don't, and that show is dying. It's on its last breath. You know what I mean? You got to get the AED to revive this shit because this Ultimate Fighter show is in shambles. Just like the heavyweight division is in shambles, and just like the women's bantamweight division is in shambles, guys. All right, guys, but I'm out of here. I'll see you until next time. Like and subscribe, guys. If you are new to the channel, it takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Don't forget to click that bell notification, guys, okay? It keeps us all connected in this beautiful community that you guys are building because, guys, this is your channel. I'm just a conductor. Don't forget that. I'll see you later. Bless. Peace.